Hello everyone, and happy Canada Day once again. And this time I'm adding, for my American friends, happy 4th of July. I'm celebrating the birthday of two countries this week. Canada Day, which is Wednesday, July 1st, and America's Independence Day, 4th of July, on Saturday, July 4th, because I was born in Canada, but now I live in the United States. So I've made some crafts for you for both Canada Day and 4th of July that I want to share with you so we can celebrate together. For my Canadian friends, I know that I was a little bit late on posting this video. I hope you got to see my story about the moose and the moose hat and song. I got so excited with all my crafts that I'm a little bit late, but hopefully you'll still want to do some Canadian Day crafts the day after Canada Day. So I'm really excited about this one. This is my Canada Day craft. Ooh, ah. All right, what I did for this one was I have just a paper plate, and then I went on the internet to get a template so I could have the maple leaf, but if you have maybe a cookie cutter or something that you could use to do the middle. So I used this as my stencil, and I printed it on thicker paper so it would be easier to trace around. And I just put it in the middle of my plate, and I traced around it with just a pencil or pen, and then I colored it with a red crayon. And then I found this kind of glittery glue stuff, and I did the outline around the maple leaf so it's a little bit glittery. And then what I did on the edge is, this is just like crepe paper that you'd use for a birthday party, and I just tore it up into little pieces and I glued it all around my plate. You can also use tissue paper or even red paper or red construction paper. Just tear it up into little pieces and then just glue it all around. And if you want to, you could put this on a string and you could hang it on your door, kind of like a wreath. But I think that one's pretty cool. So there is my Canadian craft. Don't worry, my American kiddos, I didn't forget about you. For the Americans, I have, oh, actually, a lot of these crafts can be, you can switch it up and do both. If you wanted to make this a star and do red, white, and blue around it, that would work too. That'd be cool. So, da-da-da-da, here is my American star little friend, my little puppet. And for the Canadians, if you want to do a maple leaf, that works too. So, what I did is I got another template for this one. So I got a star that I cut out, a blue construction paper. I have attached it to my red popsicle stick. I've added some googly eyes, a mouth with a crayon, and then I used that same glitter that I used for the last one on my star. Then what I did was I just cut out 4 strips of red paper. And then it's called the accordion fold. So you fold it one way and then you fold it back the other way. So you fold it this way and then back the other way. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you want to leave a little bit longer at the end. So then when you open it, it becomes like this. And then you have the longer end that you can tuck behind there to make an arm or a leg. And then I just found some stickers that I could add to be his hands and feet. So there's my star craft for the American kiddos. Now, one of my favorite things to do for Canada Day or the 4th of July is to watch fireworks at night. So I've done some firework crafts. Hopefully you have some black construction paper and maybe you have some chalk at your house. What I did was I got a cup and I just put a little bit of water in there and I dipped my chalk in there, and it needs to stay in there for just a little while, maybe about 30 seconds, and then you're gonna get it actually wet. And this was kind of strange when I heard about this idea. I'd never used wet chalk before, but it actually works pretty well. It helps you kind of glide on the paper better and it doesn't get kind of stuck and it's not as dry. So it worked out pretty good. So here's my Canadian firework one. And once you get the chalk wet, you can just draw on the paper like normal, and you're gonna be kind of worried because it's wet. But once it dries, it's fine. So I did kind of sizzles and then starburst kind of things and just lines, and that's how I made my fireworks. For all my American friends out there, this is my American one. Same thing, just used the wet chalk and the black paper, and that's how I made the fireworks. And it looks just like the night sky where you see all the beautiful fireworks light up the sky. All right, so still with the chalk, or if you happen to have some pastels, this would work too. So I'm still working with my chalk and my black paper. What I did was, again, I printed off a picture, just an outline of a maple leaf and some stars. So I could do something like this, and I haven't revealed it yet. You're gonna get to see it the same time I do. So what I did is I had my black paper, and I put the white shapes, these were white, completely white, and I printed them on cardstock because it needs to be a bit thicker. And all I did was just put a tape roll, and I stuck it on there because you don't want it to stay there forever, so don't like glue it down. And then what I did is I took my chalk and I made a pretty heavy line. You don't want to press so hard that the chalk breaks, but you want to have a good amount of the extra kind of chalk dust on there. You're gonna have to do this where you have room to spread out and make a bit of a mess, because it is messy. So I kind of alternated. I did red, white, blue, red, white, blue all the way around. And then what you get to do is you get to use your fingers and make a mess. If you don't want to do that, you can use cotton balls, or you can also use Q-tips or something like that. Because what you're going to do is you've got this line of chalk, and then you're just going to move it up with your finger until it spreads out and goes all over the paper. So, are you ready? Oh wait, let me show you before we reveal. Let me show you the Canadian version. I have my black paper, I have my maple leaf on top, and then I did white in the middle and red on the outsides, kind of like the flag, but you can do it however you want. And again, all I did was trace around the template with a hard press, but not so hard you break the chalk. And then I just used my finger to brush out the chalk. And we're going to reveal it now. Here we go. So what I'm hoping is under this is going to be black, and you're gonna get to see. Ta-da! Ooh, that is so cool. Love it. That turned out good. So hopefully yours will turn out good as well. And I would love to see pictures. If you want to show me your beautiful creations, I would love to see that. All right, here we go. Here's the stars. Here's the big one. Ta-da! Oh, nice. Be careful when you're tearing it off. You don't lose some of the paper there. And you might find that you're going to have a little bit of chalk dust underneath. That's okay. You can just kind of brush it away. But here is the finished product. Very cool. I like that. So there is another 4th of July craft that you can do, or Canada Day. Now, I have one more for you. But actually, before I show you the last one I have, I didn't get a chance to do these because I don't really have my paint and my glitter close by. But these are some of my favorite things to do. If you want to make some more firework crafts, what you can do is just get a black piece of paper and then just some white school glue and draw your lines as if you're drawing the fireworks lines, kind of like this. But you would do it with white glue instead. And then you would shake glitter over top of it, shake it off, and then it makes beautiful fireworks. And that's one of my favorite things to do, but I don't have any white glue. And the other one that you can do is you take your crayons, and you can do a white crayon or maybe a yellow crayon, something lighter colored, not the darker colors. It could be anything, it doesn't matter, but white or yellow might work best. So what you're gonna do is you could draw stars, you could draw the firework lines, and you're gonna draw it on white paper. Now that might sound strange because you can't really see it, but if you get watercolor paints and get your paint wet, what you're gonna wanna do is take like a dark blue or maybe a purple or a black, something that would look like the night sky, and you're gonna take that and you're gonna paint the whole paper that you just did, and then boom, the crayon that you drew on there that you couldn't see before, you'll be able to see it, and it'll look like the night sky with all the fireworks because the paint won't mix with the wax of the crayons. It'll separate, and you'll have the paint on the background, and then you'll have your fireworks coming through. So that's a cool one if you want to do that. All right, my last one for you guys is these little firecracker straw rockets. So I know this gold one looks funny, but I saved one piece for to show you how to do it. So what I've got is just a straw, a bendy straw. I try to get a blue one for red, white, and blue. And then I have a piece of paper that is about this size. Now I didn't measure exactly. It's supposed to be about 2 by 4, but something like this, a rectangle that will fit on your straw. I tried to use printer paper. I did not try to use the construction paper. I don't know if that would work as well because you want it to be light because these are gonna fly in the air. All right, so you're gonna take your straw and you're gonna wrap it around. And then once you've got it like that, you're gonna make sure you tape it. Don't glue it. Tape it on the side. And then you're going to fold it down and tape it again. And you want to make sure there's no little holes that you can't see that the air can get through, because then it won't work. Then you get to decorate it and make it pretty. So you can use markers and you can do red, white, and blue on there. Or you can use some of the things I have. I have these pipe cleaners. I wish I had a silver one, but I couldn't find a silver one. So what you're gonna do if you want to curl them is just get a pencil, or I guess even a paintbrush would work, something round like this, and you're just gonna take it and wind it around your pencil. And then when you pull it off, you'll get that curl. So there we go. That kind of looks like a firecracker or a sparkler. Now let me see. When I did this one, I folded it like this, and then I actually put the pipe cleaner here and then folded it over. With my other one, that didn't work so well because I had some air bubbles that wouldn't allow me to do that. So this one, I've got the red paper, and then I just put some curly ribbon and just popped it on the top. And then I taped that all up and made sure that there's no air holes. And then this is the fun part. Are you ready? You can have a contest. You can do this in your backyard while you're waiting for your fireworks. You can see how high you can go or how far you can go. But you're gonna get this, you're gonna pop it onto the straw, and then you get to blow and see how far it goes. Ready? Here we go, firework time! There it goes. And so all the little details and the fun stuff that you put on top of it, make sure you don't get too carried away, even though it's pretty, because it won't fly off. So here's this one, ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy 4th of July and happy Canada Day. I hope you like these crafts, and I hope you get a chance to do them and celebrate the birthday and the Independence Day of Canada and the United States of America. So again, if you want to try these out with me, we've got our star puppet, which could also be a maple leaf puppet. We have our Canadian plate craft, which could also be a wreath, and then you can turn it American if you want to put a star in the middle instead. We have our firework crafts with wet chalk, or you could do it like I said with the watercolor and the crayon, or the white glue and glitter. And we've got the chalk ones like this with the chalk and black paper. And then we have our firecracker rockets. One more time, here it goes. Oh, if that doesn't work, it's okay. Just lift it up a little bit and see if it'll go again. And there it goes. All right, well, again, in honor of Canada Day, my friends, the beaver, the bear, and the moose, we're gonna row on out of here. Bye, guys. Enjoy the fireworks and have fun with your families.